Hello and greetings to everyone. We are going to create percentages. Today, number 3, we have percentages. Most of us will make use of the word percentage in our day-to-day doings. We take this down. When we express numbers out of 100, we see the numbers are expressed as percentages. If we express a number out of 100, the number has been expressed as a percentage. The results, brackets open, that is the numbers out of 100 are called percents. It's with a red pen. Full stop. Percent, you can see percent. It stands for per 100. We denote percent that means out of 100 by using make use of this symbol. See, two zeros as such being separated by a slash. It stands for percent. Also, a fraction whose denominator is 100 is a percentage. Take note of this. This is very important. Many social and economic transactions such as the sale of goods, taxes, discount, and rates are calculated using percentages. There are many other real life transactions that we calculate by making use of percentages. We take down these examples. Take the first example, I 27 all over 100 is equal to, you can see the denominator of this fraction is 100. That means 27 out of 100 things simply represents 27%. That's what it means. We take 2i, the second example, 40 out of 100 is simply equal to 40%. We go now to 3, 65 out of 100 is simply equal to 65%. We go to the fourth example, 70.14 all over 100 is equal to 70.14%. These are all examples of percentages. Now we look at some conventions. Okay, we are going to see how we can change fractions to percentages, percentages to fractions, decimals to percentages. The first one, we have conversion of fractions to percentages. That is changing a fraction to percentage. E, we take this down, vulgar fractions. That is, this is a fraction whose numerator and denominator are integers. Vulgar fractions and decimal fractions can be converted to percentages. To convert a fraction to a percentage, we simply multiply the fraction by 100%, simplify and attach the percentage sign this sign to the result. Let's look at some examples of how we can convert fractions to percentages. it goes express the following fractions as percentages. We have the fraction 1/4. To we have the fraction forfeit. We take solution for we get to express the fraction 1/4 as a percentage. For us to express this fraction as a percentage, the first step, what we are going to do is we are going to multiply the fraction 1/4 by 100%. You can write this as 100% over 1. This will simply be equal to, now we can perform the necessary simplifications. 4 will go into 125 times. 4 will go into 4 at the denominator 1 time. The percentage sign will stay. We will simply be left with 1 times 25 at the numerator, which is 25, or over 1 times 1, which is 1. This will give us 25 over 1, which is simply 25. We write down the 25. Then we attach the percentage sign. Therefore, 1/4 as a percent is simply 25%. Or another way of expressing 1/4 as a percentage is by simply expressing the fraction 1/4 as an equivalent fraction with denominator 100. We are going to start by looking for a number such that when we multiply 4 by that number, it gives us 100. 4 times 25 gives 100. We are going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 25. This will simply be equal to 1 times 25 gives us 25. 4 times 25 gives us 100. You can see the denominator is 100. That means 25 out of 100. 25 out of 100 is simply equal to 25%. The results are the same. You can either make use of the first approach or you make use of the second approach. But the first approach is very easy and fast. We go now to the second example. We have for feet, which we have to express as a percentage. We are going to multiply the fraction for feet by 100%. 1. This will simply be equal to performing the necessary simplification. 5 will go into 120 times. 5 will go into 5 at the denominator 1 time. We'll be left with 4 times 20, which is equal to 80. Then we attach the percentage sign. Therefore, the fraction for feet as a percentage is simply equal to 80%. We go now to B. Conversion from decimal to percentage. Conversion from decimals to percentages. How we can change a decimal number to percentage. We're going to take this down to convert a decimal to a percentage. We multiply the decimal number by 100 with the percentage sign, i.e. that is, we simply move the decimal point 2 places. The decimal point 2 places to the right. Since we are multiplying the decimal number by a power of 10 and attach the percentage sign to the result. That's how we convert a decimal number to a percentage. Now let's look at some examples on this. Examples equals express following decimal numbers as percentages. The first one, we have the decimal number 0.45. To the second one, we have the decimal number 0.7369. We take solution for we have 0.45. This will simply be equal to the first way for us to express 0.45. We can decide to express 0.45 as a decimal fraction. That is a fraction whose denominator is a power of 10. And in this case, we are going to do it in such a way that the denominator should be 100. We know 0.45 can be expressed as 45 all over 100. You can check the videos I did on decimals. You will learn so much on this. This will simply be equal to 45 out of 100 is equal to 45%. Or you can simply make use of this approach. You simply take 0.45 times 100%. This will simply be equal to 0.45 times 100. We are going to take the decimal point 2 places to the right, since the power of 10 has 2 zeros. 1, 2. It gives us 45. Then we attach the percentage sign. That's how we do the conversion. We go now to 2i. We have to convert 0.7369 as percentage. This will simply be equal to If you make use of the first approach, you can write this down as 73.69 all over 100, like this. Dividing 73.69 by 100, we are simply going to move this decimal point 2 places to the left. 1, 2. This will simply be equal to, we have 73.69 out of 100, which is this as 73.69%. Or, if we make use of the second approach, we are going to multiply 0.7369 by 100%. This will simply be equal to 73. We are going to move this decimal point 1 to 3.69%. You see that if you choose to make use of the first or the second approach, you will still have the same results. We go now to C. C, we have conversion from percentage to fraction. Percentages to fractions. We are going to see how to change a percentage to fraction. Take this down to change from percent to fraction. We express the percentage as a fraction with denominator 100 and simplify the fraction to its simplest form. Let's look at some examples on this. Goes express the following. Percentages as fractions. The first one we have 45%. The second one we have 70%. Take solution. First one 45%. We know 45% is the same as 45 out of 100. Simplifying 45 out of 100, this will simply give us 5 will go into 45 9 times, and 5 will go into 100 20 times. The highest common factor of 9 and 20 is 1. That means we cannot further simplify. Therefore, 45% is equal to 9 on 20. 2, we have a 70% is simply equal to 70 all over 100. which is equal to the highest common factor of 70 and 100 is 10. 70 divided by 10 gives us 7 all over 100 divided by 10 gives us 10. The highest common factor of 7 and 10 is simply 1. Therefore, 70% as a fraction gives us 7 over 10. Now we look at the next thing, which is real life problems involving percentages. We make so much use of percentages in real life. Real life problems involving percentages. Take this down. Many real life problems involve percentages. E.g., example given: buying and selling. Next we have taxes. Next we have discount and many others. To find the given percentage of a number or an amount. You can be given a certain amount to find a percentage of it. We first express the percentage as a fraction or decimal, and then multiply the result by a given number or amount. Let's look at some examples. The first one says calculate 25% of $800. Next one says in a basket 80 fruits, 20 are oranges, and the rest are guavas. What percentage of The fruits are guavas. Let's answer the example. Start by taking solution. Question I says we should calculate 25% of $800. First thing, we are going to start by expressing the percentage 25% as a fraction. 25% as a fraction gives us 25 out of 100. If we take now the given problem, 25% of $800 will simply be equal to 25. We take the fraction, the percentage as a fraction, 5 over 100 times the amount, which is $800 for 1. Now we can perform the necessary simplification. These 2 zeros will strike off 2 zeros. We'll be left with 25 times $8, which is equal to $200. Therefore, 25% of $800 is equal to $200. We go now to question 2i. In a basket of 80 fruits, 20 are oranges and the rest are guavas. What percentage of the fruits are guavas? For us to answer the given problem, first we need to start by finding the number of guavas. Number of guavas would simply be equal to the total number of fruits, 80 fruits, minus the number of oranges, 20. This will be equal to 60. That means in the basket there are 60 guavas. Next, we need the fraction of guavas. Out of the 80 fruits, the fraction of guavas, we have 60 on 80, 60 out of 80. We can further simplify this. These zeros will strike off each other. 2 will go into 6 3 times. 2 will go into 8 4 times. It gives us 3/4. Now we can proceed to calculate the percentage of guavas. Percentage of guavas will simply be equal to, we are going to multiply the fraction of guavas 3/4 by 100% of 1. Then we proceed with the necessary simplifications. 4 will go into 100 25 times. 4 will go into 4 1 time. This will simply be equal to 3 times 25 gives us 75. Then we attach the percentage sign. We are done with 2i. Now let's take down exercise for application on percentages. Exercises for application. Question 1. What percentage is I? 35, 35, 35 out of 60. 2i, we have 25 out of 80. 3i, we have 3.5 out of 60. We need a question mark. We go to question 2. Find the following. The first one, we have to find 75. We have to find 55% of 74. We have to find 55% of $74,000. 2I, 80% of 1 hour. 3I, 75% of 16 meters. Question 3 goes Mavis's salary. Mavis' salary is 50,000 francs CFA a month. She receives a salary increase of 12%. No, stop. How much is her new monthly salary? The question mark. We go to question 4. It goes in a battlefield. 16% of the 1,200 soldiers who went for the battle were killed, and 35% were wounded. Question E by margin is asking us what percentage of soldiers were unharmed. They had no problem. Question D is asking us how many soldiers were unharmed. Question C is asking us how many soldiers were killed. And lastly, Z is asking us how many soldiers were wounded. The question mark. In our next video, we are going to correct the following exercises for application. If in case you have any questions, you leave your questions at the comment section. Please like the video, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for watching.